Hello, welcome in everybody. Alright, so let me find myself. Okay. Cheapers. Welcome in everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Here we go. It is hard as entertain to, there we go, hola, there we go, there I go, got myself everywhere. Thank you to everybody for popping in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for being in the event today, Miss Yadi. Thank you for the sprinkles. Thank you for the support. You know, it always means a lot when you guys want to be part of my events. So I really do appreciate you for that. So thank you. Okay. Let's get started. So today we are celebrating both, well, we're doing trick or treat because, you know, this is the week of Halloween. You know, it's Candy Day is coming up on the 31st, and it's big candy distribution day for here. We get a lot of trick-or-treaters, so I have dental surgery that morning, so my daughter's already knows that she's probably going to be on candy duty because normally I do it and stuff. So yeah, so she's like, I'll help, but will you come out there? I was like, yeah, but I don't know, I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of talking and stuff. So no, you're fine. I was just trying to get myself everywhere I needed to be. Your project was beautiful, Sheila. Thank you so much for coming in and helping to fill in spots. I love it when you guys you know, want to participate in my events, and you guys are always so willing to help, like, join. I really do appreciate it. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that a whole lot. So I have actually this journal over here. I'm gonna put you guys over so you guys can see. And so it is my pink Halloween, right? And I thought that it would be good. It's got the trick or treat on it, right? It's got the little trick or treat on it, so I thought that would be cute. I found these stickers. They're a cute and adorable little cat right there. So we'll definitely be adding her into here. I need to actually get some pages together for this, and so we're gonna work on that. I love you too. I do. Oh, I really do. So this is what we're gonna work on, and we're going to add obviously black cats into it and all the things. So yeah, did you guys, you know, we have National Black Cat Day, and it's you know, to help bring awareness, like Miss Yadi was saying, you know, to our beautiful critters that are many times so misunderstood. Hello there, Maggie, how are you doing? And they are so misunderstood, and it is heartbreaking that they are that misunderstood, right? Y'all give me a second. Let me move this off of here right quick, and let me go grab some cardstock, because I need some pink, and I'm gonna get some orange cardstock too. So this is a Hey there, Miss Lori. How are you? Thank you for hopping on. I know you had a big day going on today. I am so happy to hear that Caden is made it home today. That is such a big win. We've all been praying for him to be able to come home. You know, it's crazy how the insurance is. I was reading your post about it, and it's just ridiculous. Okay, so these are neon colors. Thank you for releasing the butterflies. And there's our Wendy. She will be up after me. She will be up after me. So we're gonna get us, it's gonna be some bright colors, but you know what? It kind of matches, so it'll be fine. I do kind of like the bright colors on it though. I think it makes it fun. Alright. You guys know I normally don't do a whole lot of like measuring and stuff, but for this I do. Okay, let me move these out of the way. Okay. I'm sure he did. Aww. Please do. I'm sure he did. I could only imagine. I mean, he wants to go home too. He doesn't want to be stuck in there. Like, I can't blame him. Okay, so this journal, while it could very easily, you know, you could sew into it, I'm actually going to do a part of a hinge for it. And you guys are going to see what I mean by that, okay? But first, I need to see what the measurement is. So we're going to 4 3/8. So we're going to do 4 1/4. We're going to do 4 1/4, and I'm going to write it down because I will forget, and then I will be doing all kinds of stuff. So 4 1/4, and then my height is 6. That's what I thought. My height is 6, but I actually need to make it less than 6. So we're going to do 5 7/8, 5 3/4. Okay. So I'm just gonna put that there so I can see that and hopefully don't forget what I'm doing. It don't take me long to forget what I'm doing, y'all. Alright, so we're gonna cut these down. I'm gonna start by trimming them down. And it's bright colors, so forgive me if it comes across like screaming in your face or whatever. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so 5 3/4 is my first stop. 5 3/4, and then we need 4 1/2. No, 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Okay, and then I can get a second one. 4.25. So I got 2 out of that one sheet. That'll be fun because we'll get to mix and match. Okay, so again we said that we needed to do it at 5 3/4, 5 3/4, and then 4 1/4, 4 1/4. So as we are ending the month of October, I wanted us to, well, for one, have some fun with, you know, like I said, with like the whole trick-or-treating and stuff. And while we do have the National Cat Day and everybody thinks of that, bringing awareness to the black cats was one of the things that I wanted to do, because they are the most overlooked when it comes to adoptions, even if they're kittens, because there's still this really bad ideas behind them, you know, which are totally uncalled for, because, you know, cats are so sweet and they're so loving, that it is actually very, very unfair to them. So I just feel that it's not right. You know, you still have to, yes, there's lots of prejudices. There's prejudice because people still think, you know, are like, oh, well, they're, you know, they're the cats for witchcraft and for witches and whatever. You know, it used to, you know, cats had a very high standing, going all the way back to like Egyptian time, right? I mean, okay, they were considered gods. I'm not saying that we need to do that, but they were seen as very good companions. You know, yeah, I guess there's a, you know, a whole thing, but the fact that just because of their color, right, you're gonna say that, oh, because of their color they're bad. Really? Like, that is very unfair. That is very, very unfair. And they're the ones that suffer, sadly. They're the ones that suffer. So take it from somebody who owns 2 black cats. They are the sweetest ever. Okay? They are the absolute sweetest thing ever. Y'all know my Mir. She is aka the Crap from Kitty. She loves to hang out with me. And Toby is the same way.
Let's see you in the morning there.
Alright, puppy. No, you too. Try to stay warm.
I'm gonna try.
Hopefully none of the kitties get out. It's been so cold lately. But yeah, you know, if you look at the statistics from the animal shelters, you know, they're the least likely to get adopted. People will still do stuff to them. on Halloween. So, they always remind you to, if you do have one, to, try to keep them indoors, because there are those weirdos out there that will harm a black cat. They do have the sweetest personality. I mean, everyone that I've encountered has the sweetest personality ever. Toby, who is, he's our senior cat, right? He found us here, when we moved, because he was pretty much already here. And I'm just so grateful because I just love him. He is just such a ray of sunshine. He comes and snuggles with me. Grant you, just like any other cat. I mean, we had to earn his trust and everything else, because the poor thing had been left behind. He had been abandoned. So just like any other cat, you have to win their trust. But just because of the color of their fur, we talk about prejudice against humans, and it also goes down to animals. If you have to define what is good or bad based off of color of skin, I mean, I'm sorry. Or color of their fur, or color of their eyes, because if you have a black cat with yellow eyes or green eyes, then it's even worse. If they have the green eyes, because then they really are, what, I'm like, oh my god, like, how, honestly, I think to myself, like, how dumb can people be? It's an animal, for goodness gracious. All they want is love. So, it is part of their personality. And they're very loyal, and they're very protective, and that is probably where a lot of the misconception, because they will stand by their human. So if that is what concerns people, then if you want somebody that's going to be loyal to you, get you a black cat. I mean, honestly, any cat for that matter, because it takes a good bit for you to earn the trust of a cat. I love dogs, don't get me wrong. I mean, I grew up around dogs, cats, all of them. And I actually had more interaction with dogs growing up than I did with cats. Even though we had several of them, I only interacted with the mama more than anything. But, a dog will trust you rather quickly. A cat, you really have to earn their trust, and that is like vital, because not just anybody, like, they're not going to trust just anybody, which is good. Exactly. How dumb can people be? I agree with you on that one. Like, seriously, like, how dumb can you be? What do you mean? I tell you, I do not understand. So many times I do not understand humans. I really don't. I really don't understand us. I've been listening to this history podcast that is talked by this historian, and I share sometimes her reels on my personal Facebook, and she's trying to educate people and she was doing one on the Holocaust, and some of the stuff that she was saying that, you know, people would comment and stuff, it's just mind-blowing. I'm like, how bad of a person are you? So they are very great companions. They are. You know, when I go to bed at night, my husband chuckles because, you know, Miri, especially now that it started to get cold, she'll come into the bedroom with me instead of sleeping on the love seat, which is like her spot with her, and she has a cover there. That's her cover. But she'll come and she'll be up next to me. Toby will be by my feet, and then Stormy, my gray cat, she will be up on my husband's pillow. So, he's like, you just got all the love and you don't need me. I'm like, no, I do need you. It's just, you know, when you're not here, they make sure that I'm okay. we keep each other warm. What can I tell you? So, but it's really weird when he does actually, when he's off. Saturdays is weird for the cats because they're like, okay, he's in bed too. So for them it's weird. It is so funny. But yeah, they'll come and they'll snuggle with me, and I love it. Stormy has, my therapist actually gave me paperwork for her because she is so good at telling when I'm having a flare-up or a migraine, and she will come and she will get close to me and she will lay there with me and she will purr because, you know, the cat's purr is actually very healing and soothing to us. Like, they use their purr to try to like self-heal and self-soothe themselves, and they will use it for us as well to try to help us heal. And it's actually been proven that older people who have cats, it really helps with their longevity of their heart. There's something about the purring and heart rhythm. I don't remember all the exacts of it, but I was like, that's really neat. I'm like, y'all are gonna keep sleeping with me so I don't have heart problems. But you know, that's all they're trying to, in their own way, to take care of us and to help and protect us however they can. And if that is with their purrs and their love, they're gonna do it, you know. But Stormy, I mean, Gary actually has a picture of where she is laying on his pillow and I'm on mine, and she actually has her paw on my face like she's watching me. So, hey there, Miss Julie. Thank you for being in today's event, my dear. I love that cat. I love the box. The box was the whole book box thing was really cool. But I love the silhouette of that cat. It was really, really interesting. So I always wondered if you guys had like a laser, but then you said, well, if you guys had a laser or a CNC, and you said you guys have like a CNC. So that explains why you can cut the larger pieces. It makes sense to me now. It's all making sense to me. All makes sense. So yeah, I am very grateful that you guys enjoyed today's event and that you came and spent time with me. I appreciate you. Sorry that my phone died at one point. It was like, I was rushing to try to. I was about to share. I was about to share Miss Sheila, and my phone died. I was like, darn it! I'm like, I guess that's what I get for having my phone on all day and not paying attention to it. I'm glad you had fun. That's, that is what matters. That is what matters. What matters is that y'all had fun. That is all I ever want. So I want you guys to enjoy the events, enjoy spending time with your crafty peeps. We come and we hang out together, do stuff that you guys like. Hopefully, I'm hoping you guys are doing stuff that you guys like. So yes, I've heard that because they actually they're big on listening to the breathing of the babies. So they will and they will actually like turn, help to like kind of turn them. It's actually pretty. They are amazing creatures. Like all of God's creation is amazing. And the fact that anybody would want to hurt them or harm them in any way is just completely unbelievable and unfathomable. I do not understand, So, what was it I read where there was, what was it, like there's a 10% of our cat's DNA is tiger DNA. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I like that it does tend to challenge people. But then you can do beautiful creations like what you did, or like what Miss Yadi did, and you're doing these multimedia items, and that's really what I like. I mean, or look at like what Miss Renee was doing. I mean, she had stencil in there, she had paper, she had paint, she had it all going. She was doing it all. And that's the thing, is like, have fun with it, guys. Like, that's all I want, is for you guys to have fun with it. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. All the things. And, I need to get one of those dang on needle things for this bottle, because it's actually, I need to make a bottle warmer because it's starting to get very cold, and so my glue is starting to harden, which is not good. Not good at all. So when do you go back to work? I know you work weekends, right, Miss Sheila? I always forget what days it is that you work. So it confuses me. I was so glad that Miss Cynthia was able to join us. I was actually surprised at first when she asked to join, because I know that she stays away from anything that has to do with like Halloween and stuff. So I was surprised when she said she could help fill in. And then she was like, I hope you don't mind that I didn't. I don't mind. I respect that you don't want to do certain things, What am I going to say? No. I mean, what type of a person would I be? What kind of a friend would I be if I don't, respect and understand? Respect your, and even if I didn't understand, I can still respect your beliefs. So. I'm glad that you like it. I'm so glad that you guys like the events. Really, I do. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's what it is. I know that it was like weekend something really weird. I've caught you a few times when you're like preparing your food that you're gonna take. that's fun to watch. It's fun to see like what you prepare to take with you, and stuff. There was a really interesting event happening today because I saw Sherry in it. Lindell and Jamie was also just in it as well. I know you're at work, so you're fine, Wendy, because you're normally rushing off work to get to the event, so you're fine. You're okay. It's not a problem. Don't worry. We message each other enough. You don't have to be chatty in the event with me. You get done with work so you can come in and craft. But what was I saying? Totally forgot what I was saying now. Of course. Oh yeah, I know that I was talking about the event that was happening today as well. So if you guys get a chance, you can go back and watch the replays. It was by Inspiration Crafts. Oh, I forget what the name of the group is. I've seen them before. And they were doing like Bible journaling, or faith journaling, something of that nature. But everybody was starting off with like a little Bible study, which I really like that. So I tried to catch a few at least at the beginning, but not a whole lot because, you know, I was obviously trying to then run this event. But right before we started, I was able to catch a few of them. So if you get a chance, that's a good one to go see. And yeah, Miss Yachty, Miss Cynthia normally doesn't show her face, at least not when she's crafting. You can sometimes hear her sing. I've actually only seen her face when we've chatted. When she's done like her like a video chat. Sometimes when she goes running, she will take us with her and chit chat, and you get to see her then. Super sweet lady. So she won't be able to be present with us for the retreat that I'm hosting in Oklahoma, but she will be with us because I've asked her if she would, one, do a special printable for the retreat, and two, if she would teach a class. So we'll be able to see her, and that is going to be so much fun. And if you are not able to come in person, or you're not able to commit to come in person, there's always the virtual option for the retreat if you want to do that as well. You'll get access, you'll get the kits from me, I'll get everything mailed out to you before, so you can craft along, whether it's when we go live or afterwards if you watch replays, all the things. There'll be a private group for you guys, for anybody who signs up to do the virtual format. There'll be a special group. So, alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, 5/8. I had to remember what I was doing. Wait a second, how many do I have? Well, I already have them there, so I actually need to cut this. I have the 3 that I need, so I'm going to cut this down. Right as I was getting ready to come live, my sister-in-law sent me pictures of the kiddos all dressed up, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. So okay, so this I have created is a hinge. Now I pieced 2 pieces of paper together. If you have one piece that's long enough to do it, you can. So it is essentially a short piece, 2 long, short piece, 2 longer, short piece, 2 longer, short piece. Okay, and then the longer pieces we fold together and glue together, and this is what's going to create our hinge for our journal. So now making sure that my journal is actually, like, you know, facing me. Not that I have it upside down, because I definitely don't want to make that mistake. We are going to no, that was not good. Okay, well, that's gonna have to get fixed. Lucky for me, I can fix that. Alright, so this is a paper pad from Prima. It is called Luna, and it is this really cute pink with some vintage vibe to it. Oh, yes, it's a hinge. It's a hinge type for the instead of, I mean, this journal will actually end up having sewn in papers as well, but I also wanted to include some hinge pages. And I was showing how to do that the other day when I was live with Miss Wendy, actually. And she's using it in one of her journals because of the type of journal that she's trying to do. So there's a few different types of so I'm going to be doing like some small classes type workshops, not classes, workshops. But look at how pretty this is. So I'm going to be doing like some small workshops, and it is double-sided. And I want to work on showing y'all how to do different types of binding, different types of, look at that one. I want to show you guys how to do different types of binding, different types of journal styles, journal covers, things of that nature. I know that several of you are in the book club as well with Miss Risa. So I understand if that is not something you guys want to do, but it is something I plan to offer. Thank you. It is something that I'm planning to offer. Because I get asked a lot. So I do get asked a lot about like the bindings and things of that nature. So That's what I think I'm going to do. And I lost it. Oh, that's the one thing I do not like about this. If anybody has one of these We Are memory keepers and y'all have figured out how for it not to fall off, please let me know, because I still have yet to figure that out. I've tried all kinds of things and it still does it. And I don't know what more to do. You would like to join? Oh, well, thank you. I would really appreciate that. Yeah. I'm gonna start, I'm thinking that every month we will try, every month and a half, we'll work on a new style of, yes, I plan, this upcoming year, I'm gonna start offering a private, club, and, you know, kind of like a club class group, and I'm gonna be teaching y'all all kinds of stuff. Did you guys get to see the cover that the mixed media cover that I did for my Battle of the Junk Journal? Did y'all get to see that? I can't remember who all was able to see that one. But I'll be showing you guys and teaching you guys how to do that. So if anybody is interested, that'll be some of the stuff that I'll be teaching, is how to do my 3D, my, you know, mixed media type, you know, how to fix boo-boos when they happen, because they'll happen to all of us, no matter who you are. We'll do Japanese style binding, which is an exterior style binding. We'll learn how to do the no-sew, which is like this. I'll actually walk you through. I'm gonna put a poll out, and I'm gonna try to figure out what's gonna be the best day for people. Even if it is like on a weekend, if it's then we'll do that, but I would prefer if it was during the week at night, because of just how my crazy sleep schedule is, you know. That is why you put the lights in your journal. Lights, you know, I mean, there's so many cool things that you can do. Who says that you have to limit yourself to just a paper and cardboard? Who says that, right? Let me see. I think I took a picture of it. And I already have an order. Somebody wants me to make another one with the same gate style. Pictures. Where are you? Pictures? Oh, there's my beautiful Toby. That was him here in the craft room yesterday. He was looking at me like, Mom, can we go to bed? That was him yesterday. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know I took pictures of it. Where are you? Ah, here we go. Okay. So, if it's during the week, sign you up. Cool. So, this is the cover of the journal that I did. It is a mixed media. It has metal. Believe it or not, there's wood there. There's glue. There's rub and buff. There's paint. There's board. All kinds of things. So, you know, I'll be showing you guys how to do things like that. Yes, there's fabric. This had a journal style, that's the inside. This one had a journal style binding, which makes the pages removable, so that if you want to replace the pages over time, you can. So that'll be something else that I'll show. Because I have so much stuff, I'll offer kits. If you guys, those, if you want to, you can get them. You don't have to. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Thank you. So I want to show you guys how to use all the things that we normally would craft with and incorporate them and build those journals. So yeah, I have already an order for another one of those. Because that was the one that I did for the battle of the junk journal that we had on Whatnot. And for a bit there, I was in second, then I went down to third, and then the last person came on, and whew, they smoked us all out of the park. So, actually, Miss Cynthia messaged me, and she's like, "Aren't you were on the Battle of the Junk Journal, right?" And I was like, "Yes, I was." I was like, "I already went live." But I already had, like I said, I already had somebody was like, I love that, but I would like something personalized. I'm like, yeah, I'll make it. I have fun making that. I'm like, a cover like that takes time. So, and I've gotten back into making printables, so I'll be doing some of those and including those for you guys as well. Of course, I'm not Miss Risa, just saying. She's wonderful, talented lady. But, I have my styles, so you guys will have those if you want to use them. They'll be one of the perks. And then I'll be putting them into the kits will be on Etsy, but if you're in the group, you'll get them, so. How to do the spiral waterfall? Yes, ma'am. There we go. And now I gave myself a new nice different background for that. Haha. Okay. And then for an added extra on this, we are going to add this piece here, because I need to add this piece. And this is going to be my hinge. Okay, so this is going to hold my papers. This is going to hold these cardstock papers that we're going to use to have some heavier weight items on them, okay? You want to learn to do that one? All right. And I'm working on templates right now for things. So for my wonderful people who need a number template to follow, you'll have that. But you'll also see me do it like I normally do things, which is I eyeball everything, because there's also those types of crafters, and I want to make sure that it works for whatever your style of crafting is, but yeah, that is what I've been wanting to teach classes. My husband was asking me about it. I'm also looking at possibly doing in person, doing something in person here next year too, since I'm no longer going to be teaching kiddos after my daughter graduates. I will be done with that. So I'll be focusing on doing the things that I love, which is bringing what I know to you guys. My sweet Mandy, how are you doing? Hey Mandy, are you gonna come to the retreat next year? I don't know if you've seen that or not. I meant to ask. I also want to try to do a trip and do a few stops along the East Coast. So I know I need to come to Florida because I got some beautiful ladies over there that I need to meet. I know that we have some wonderful ladies up going towards, what is that, like Pennsylvania, New York, all that side up there. So yeah. So I'm gonna be looking at that. I told my husband, I was like, I think I'm gonna make traveling, teaching, gonna be part of what I do. And he's like, that's what you want to do. So just gotta work on it. I will. So see, okay. So other than having to fix that boo-boo there, because I put the other paper on too tight, this is what's gonna happen. On this side, I'm gonna have some regular papers that are gonna be sewn in, and on this side, I'm going to add these that are cardstock onto here, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. And they are going to become my base for, and I'm gonna mix the colors up. Like, why not? Let's mix the colors up. I think that would be fun. Yeah, let's mix the colors up. So you do. Whoop whoop. Is that an open invite, my friend? Because then I will definitely work on that. I'm already talking. He is a keeper. He really is a keeper. I am so blessed. You know, third time the charm, but God knew. You know, and it's trying to find what makes things work. You know, the kids are all moving out, with my daughter this being her last year, and she's looking at going to college, so she's going to be doing her thing. We got my sailor. My other son's doing his thing as, you know, working his way up as manager for the Publix. And then my bonus kiddo, he's working and doing his thing. So, you know, got to start figuring out. Of course, as my husband says, he still has good 10 years. You know, it says that he still has a good 10 years that he's got to work, but after that, it's, you know, and that's why I told him, I was like, look, sweetie, I'm like, you know, the kids are growing up, and you can't just do work. I have my craft, and I have my people, and everything else. So, and even if I stop teaching, I still have my crafts. I'm like, but, you know, you need to find something. So I'm so grateful that he got back into doing his model railroads, and he is so passionate and loves it. So at least he has something that he's putting his time into. They grow up way too fast. Oh my word. So that's another reason why I'm very grateful for my kitties. Because there's all 6 of them keep me on my toes. Yeah. So, okay. So if you guys have, I'm sorry if I wasn't showing, but I am gluing both sides together, but I'm leaving a gap so that I can glue them in there. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm taking my pages that I had cut to fit my hinge. All right, and what I am doing is I am gluing them, but I'm leaving opened, I'm leaving unglued the part that needs to be attached, and then I will attach that part. Now hinges are great for, now I've started adding them into junk journals. They're normally used when you make albums because they're sturdy, and you can use them for multi-layer movement, for heavy things with like multiple pockets, your pictures, all that kind of stuff, you know. Thank you for sprinkling, dear. All right, so hopefully Miss Wendy is ready for us so we can go see her. But I just want you guys to see that now that this side is cracked open, I'm going to put glue on both sides, slip it over, and I'm going to glue it down. And then it will move with the hinge, okay? So that's what that's going to do. Alright. But we're going to get ready to go and see what Miss Wendy has for us. Thank you again for being here, for hanging out with us during this day. Awesome day of craftiness all around. You all have been amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you. And yeah, if you guys want to sign up, I have polls in the Hangout that go all the way through February. Okay, so go ahead, I'll go over there, and then I will be doing in November. I'll be doing the ones for January and February for the just journaling around, but those will be, you know, in the thing, in the chat. So let's go find our Wendy. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Remember to be kind, to be blessed. I love you, and I will see you guys